Hello, everybody. How you doing? We're here. It is Brews and Blades live on September 27th, 2020. Hope everybody had a good weekend, or I guess still technically is having a good weekend. Yeah, there's always somebody barbecuing during these things. Always seems to be that way. I guess it's the time that I come on. I guess Sunday at 7 Eastern is lots of people barbecue time. I'm gonna get the eliminate one of these. I'm double layering these Southern Edge Knife Works koozies. I've got the metal one, but that takes up a lot of room. So on the show, just be using this. I'm drinking beer out of a bottle like a man today, so the bottle doesn't fit in the metal one without having something else inside of it. So today, brew is Three Heads Brewing Rocktoberfest, which I really, really like. It is an excellent, excellent beer. I've had it before. And to open it, I'm going to try and actually use, this is the new DPX Gear Hest, the titanium S35 version made by Southern Grind here in the United States of America. Now, I have a larger one of these, and this is allegedly a bottle opener, and I couldn't make it work on the larger one. Let's see if I can make it work. Unfortunately, the layout of my camera, you're not going to be able to see me doing it. Hey, it's working. Yeah, you kind of got to go around it, but it works. There we go. It worked. It is officially a multi-tool now. Hello, Klaas from Holland. I love that country. I hope I get to go back there someday. BD Swaim says, I kind of dig the Guardian Tactical. Do we have an MT battle to the death? Yes, I'm going to do it with the UTX-85 is the one that's closest in size to that. That sheep's foot looks great. Thank you. And also thank you to USA Made Blade for, they did a great job on the ano on this. This is not the Hinderer stock bronze. If you watch my unboxing video with this, and I compared it to the different Hinderer bronze finishes, but it is gorgeous. I do really like it. And the red comes out looking a lot darker red, almost like a Merlot or a burgundy color, because the scale underneath it is bronzed as well. And the red scales from Hinderer are slightly translucent, so you can kind of get a hint of the translucency there in the lanyard hole. So that's heat ano, not electric. It's an electric ano on the actual lock and the actual lock side, but it's I think they said it's heat ano on all the screws. They just call it that to avoid Emerson. No, it works as a bottle opener. But do you have a bounty hunter? I do. I'll have it out shortly. Yeah, Tristan, I've been talking about this on the Hellhound too. I think they've improved their action the last couple of years, because my old UTX 85 was very stiff, but my UTX 85 Bounty Hunter and this Combat Trudon Hellhound both are a lot easier. I think they got the action right. You got a Spartan Harsey and S45 on eBay, Deadman. Man, that was quick. Somebody sold that thing fast. How was the action on the Hinderer Slippy? I've never had one, Spencer. I don't know about that. Be my first Spartan blade. Can't wait to get it. It's a good choice. I have a Harsey, and I very, very much love it. Slicey, have you decided to keep the Hellhound? Yes, Penny Ripple. I'm going to sell some other stuff, so keep an eye out on the Patreon. Yeah, I'm gonna sell some other stuff, because yeah, I like this thing too much. It's been really cool. First was a Spartan Moen Labe from the February batch. This one is from July. Sheep's foot blade really suits the Hinderer. Yeah, I agree, Richard. That's what I said in the unboxing too, because I have the vintage with the spear point, which looks good too, but I don't know. This just seems to I really like the look of it. And this is built as a user for sure. So I got all the ano stuff because USA Made Blade doesn't charge for it, and I've never had anything with their as many knives as I've had from USA Made Blade. I've never had one with their ano on it, and I think it's cool that they are totally certified to do ano for several companies, and it does not violate the warranty, which is pretty great. But and I like sheep's foot blades, so Also, you plan on looking at the Gen 6 Bowies? I don't know. I I like my X-18s with without the choil. I like the 24 with the choil, and I don't know. I maybe it's not one that I'm like rushing out. I'm not rushing out to buy it, but we'll see. Wait till it gets cold. Hinderers work so well with gloves. They absolutely do. That is a definitely true thing, dog. I hate sheep's foot usually, but the Hinderer sheep's foot looks great. Patrick says. I like them on most things. The Hinderer Bowies do look really really cool, but I just I'm not a huge Bowie fan in the first place, other than David, and I like I said I prefer no choils on XM18s. 71 watching right now, 6 minutes in. That ain't too bad. Click the like button and all that stuff. David Bowie. He was arrested here in Rochester. That iconic picture of David Bowie's mugshot was here in Rochester, New York. Hello, sharp piece of metal addiction in all caps. Or should I say, sharp piece of metal addiction? That's how I read things that are in caps. Thank you for the like reminder. You are welcome. I always forget to do that. And yeah, Super Chat is open and all that stuff. By the way, I will say that all of the giveaways for my 24 hours in the truck fundraiser thing for the new site are unlocked. So both of these knives are going to be given away sometime next week. I'm not sure if we'll do it live in the truck. It's either I'm doing the thing live in the truck on a week from today. So 24 hours, I'm going to start at like 8 in the morning or 7 in the morning, something like that, a week from today. And then if I can figure out a way to do the giveaways in the truck so that you guys can see everything, I will do that. If not, I will do it the next knife, or the next knife, the next night. But yeah, both of these are going to get given away. All you got to do, you can still donate money. It's going to be, you just got to go down below. There's a link to it. You can click to the video. It gives all the instructions. You just got to donate at least $10 on the PayPal, and you are entered. Currently, there are only 33 people entered, so it's pretty good odds. A lot better odds than all my usual stuff is. Hey, my wife's on. Hello, Lori. That's LHB Art. That is my lady. She probably hates me calling her that. Oh, Lori, since you're on here, because I know sometimes you can't stay long, I've been getting a whole lot of questions about what you think of this knife, and I have not shown it to you yet. So, what is your live reaction to this? It is a Microtech Combat Trudon Hellhound, which is a very compensatory name. Oh, thank you, Dino. So what is your reaction to this silly thing? Because everyone was asking me. It's intentionally beat up. It's the distressed finish. Do you want to be polite or be honest? Be honest. It's no fun if you're not honest. Live reactions. We always want honesty here on this channel. It's hideous. Now, you don't even like the distressed finish. You like old things. Isn't that cool? Does it at least get some bonus points for the distressed finish? You distress finish every piece of furniture that you make. So you must at least like the distressed finish. I get if you don't like the blade. But see, knife people like it. I mean, maybe, yeah. We should do a video of her live. Just pull out all of my most ridiculous knives and have her react to them. I think that's the only thing I like about it. That's fair. That's fair. That's kind of what I thought you'd say. You don't like that it's huge and giant and has holes in the blade? You don't want to see that. I think it'd be very funny though. You can take 20 minutes of your time. I only have like maybe 6 or 8 really ridiculous ones. Itchy butts here. That's usually not a good thing to say, but it's nice on the live show. My knives end up distressed because I'm clumsy. See, that's what I like about the Microtech Distress Finish, because they're aluminum, they're easy to scratch up, and they're also like kind of expensive. So they come beat up. So you can sell it and it still looks like new because that's what it looked like when you got it. HBR, that one is cool. Which one? Which one was that? Oh yeah, she likes the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter is pretty cool. It's Boba Fett. How can it not be cool? I'll bring that out here a little bit. It's right behind me, but ooh, I gotta move that camera mount up next time hitting my beer on it. Hey, Big Red, how's it going, man? I'm a Microtech fanboy, so naturally I'm gonna like it. Yeah, tier one. I'm kind of getting to be that way too. Richard Fan, are you allowed conjugal visits while you're in the truck asking you for a friend? Probably not, because I'm going to be in my driveway and we have neighbors very, very close to us, so I don't think that would be a good idea. I did warn my neighbor, though, already. I told him, if you see me sleeping in my truck next Sunday, my wife and I aren't getting a divorce. We're just, it's a stupid YouTube stunt. How do you like the Recon? I love it. It is, you said ew? That's not the reaction I want, Lori. I had one before. I had one with plain aluminum scales that I bought used, and it was just a bit. It was just well loved. It wasn't like beat up or broken or anything, but it wasn't like camera ready. So I sold it, and at the time that I sold it, there were a butt ton of these available. And then I sold it and waited like a week and went to go buy another one, and they were all gone. So it took me a long time to find another one. And this is exactly the configuration I wanted. And it's the only Recon 035 I could find anywhere, so it worked out. But yeah, it commences at 7 or 8. It may be really short because I kind of want to open it with a burnout video. So if I get arrested, it won't last long, or I break the truck, one or the other. But I want to start it out with an epic burnout, but we will see if I'm going to do that or not. It'll also depend on if the place that I go to is no people around there. LHBR, I'm not going to do a burnout in the driveway. I'm doing it in another place. Don't worry, you'll never know. And I'll be down in a while, Lori. FYI, recons aren't made for opening locks. Speaking from experience. Oh, that sounds like that ended poorly. Do you still in love with that CT? That thing is huge. See, I don't know what you're referring to by CT. Oh, the Combat Trudon. Yes, very much. Yeah. Until the cops show up. Yeah. I know a good place. The big giant parking lot that nobody's ever around. Especially on a Sunday morning at 7 or 8 in the morning. It's funny, if you at Itchy Butt in the comments, it doesn't block it. But if you write the words Itchy Butt, I have to approve it. YouTube puts it up for review. Cobra! The most useless impression that I can do very well. I need to work out a bit for it just so I can make use of all the hours I've spent perfecting my Cobra Commander voice. I need to get a Destro too. Which one screams Cobra? Oh, it's this one, because what is this again? Yeah. You must stop the Joes from getting the Terravantium. Because Terravantium, what kind of name is that? My God. I have not cut anything with this yet. It's a loaner and I just got it. So, yeah, that was the joke when I did the unboxing for it, though. Holy crap, I told you, I have an impeccable Cobra Commander. It is, I actually, one of my friends is a G.I. Joe fan too, and I sometimes call him as Cobra Commander. and I chastise him like he screwed something up, like when Cobra Commander yells at Destro, "You imbecile!" I just like yelling at him in the Cobra Commander voice. It's a lot of fun. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle. Yeah. You know, there is a channel on the Hasbro channel. The Hasbro channel on YouTube plays G.I. Joe 24/7. You can just go on there and it's just live on YouTube 24/7. Tristan Murphy, Slicey, by the way, they run the dendritic cobalt at 70 HRC. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me. I haven't done no research on this yet. I just thought it looked cool, and it's got a cool name, and I wanted it. Somebody emailed me and asked if I wanted to borrow one, and I said yes. So I've done zero research on this yet. It's pretty awesome, though. It's just a good knife anyway. Even if, I mean, as long as that steel works, it's just a good knife. Action's really good. I really like it. What do you think about the Emerson A100? That's probably one of the only Emersons I would buy. Oh, something got my stream slightly flagged last night. Uh-oh. What was that? Was it something I did? Is that why you're on here? Well, we're not... I don't know what that's all about, Gasosphere, but I'm not going to allow that. Yeah, I'm very interested to hear what happened. Oh, you have no idea? I don't think I said anything awful on there last night. I got my K90 police on pre-order nice. Oh, cool. It's probably a chicken head comment. Yeah. It's a G.I. Joe video. Yeah. Yeah, but you can just go and I do it a lot. I just turn on G.I. Joe, like, and just leave it playing on the Hasbro channel. Surely it was not the blood. Oh, if there was blood, it was definitely that, Big Red. If there was blood in the video, it was absolutely that. They don't like that at all. Did MC just drop a video right now? No, that was out earlier. I saw that earlier today. There was a little blood. It was that. It was that got you flagged. They always do. So I need you guys' opinions here, because I don't want to make anybody mad. First of all, what am I drinking? I'll show you again tonight. Three Heads Brewing Rocktoberfest. Very good friends of mine, and soon to be, once this virus is over and we can have a meeting about it, one of the sponsors of these live shows, because they make amazing beer. And I've been friends with them since it was three guys that had beer contract made by somebody else. Now it's quite a big place. So, you guys, I've been doing these the morning pocket dumps, and those are going good. I'm going to keep doing those. But I've been including watches in it, and I had a few people saying watches don't go in your pocket. You don't know how watches work. Well, it's your daily EDC. Obviously, pocket dump is just the name of it. So I was going to maybe do just like one watch review. I don't want to get into watch reviews, but there's this one brand of watches. I've got two of them, and I freaking love them. And a lot of you guys don't know about them, and those that do seem to really love them. And so I just wanted to do one review of, well, two watches, but it's different things. So, oh, he's starting watches. That's why I said I just want to do one. I'm actually going to title it "The Only Watch Review I Ever Need to Do," because I like these two watches so much that I don't think I need to do anything else. It's the end of the world. Watches. I did get a lot of watches in the last couple weeks, but it's for that morning pocket dump. You guys like them, and I want to have some variety, so I got some, but nothing expensive. I'm not into really expensive watches. I worry about scratching them up, so I try and find stuff that is a reasonable price and looks amazing. The morning pocket dumps need to go for about 15 minutes. Just keep bullshitting. No, the whole point of them is to be really, really small and digestible, because I know that a few people do get mad that you get notifications for that many. But I like to make them really short so they're easier to digest. From hellhounds to watches in less than a week. Oh my god, that descent was fast. Yeah. Ichigo, what is your favorite para incarnation steel wise? I'm not a huge PM2 or para 3 fan. But I guess the Maximat ones. Or I think the best value PM2 or para 3 is just the Blurple S110V. That's the one. If you're going to only have one, that's the one you should get. I'd love to see what you have to say about them. I were in the same old shitty Folex the last decade. Yeah, so the 96 watching and 41 likes. Oh yeah, keep clicking that like button. We are a little lower viewership than usual, but there is WWE tonight, and I do know from Instagram private messages I get a lot of you guys are wrestling fans. So, speaking of fans, you guys, if any of you are around the Rochester area, please get in touch. I want to go see you when I'm in my 24 hours in the truck. It's going to be on a Sunday. Hopefully people won't be working. I really want to go visit some of you and do little interviews in the truck and stuff. So, do that. Please reach out to me. Email me, slicydicey75@gmail.com. And I really want to sit in the truck and interview a few of you. I think I found one guy. He lives about an hour and a half away, but I think we agreed to meet. I can't meet halfway to Michigan. I'll meet within like 40-minute drive of me. So if you are, maybe even Buffalo, we might be able to meet halfway somewhere. But make 2 weeks in the truck and visit the West Coast. I don't think I could do that. Yeah, okay, you're a little too far away. P. Wortman, I don't know what the P. Wortman thing is about. I'm going to scroll up here for a moment. Scrolling. Enhance. I don't know what that's about. Impulsively bought a Hinderer XM18 Skinny 3.5 yesterday to do the right thing. Yes, you did. I have 2 of them. Honestly, I would only have one, but the one I have is a COVID one, so it's kind of special. So I'm keeping it, but I only actually carry and use one of them. It's actually in my most carried for the end of the month. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm just going to get this out there. I've said it in a couple of the morning pocket dump videos. If the morning pocket dump videos are don't match up with my most carried at the end of the month, it's because I work at home and I change knives like 2-3 times a day. So I count the one that I carried the most of the day. I hope that makes sense. What's on the wrist today? Citizen E820 perpetual calendar thing, because I was trying to figure out how in the hell to set it. I traded for this with a buddy, and it's pretty, and I don't have any chronos right now that work. So I have a gorgeous old Seiko chrono, but it needs to get the whole movement replaced. And yeah, so I was wearing this, but and I also was partly wearing this deep blue, but I took it off because, yeah, these are the 2 that I want to do the videos about. Deep blues are amazing, and they're really inexpensive because you get 40% off if you have the code that they've had out everywhere for over a year. And they are amazing, amazing watches. XM18 no choil orange G10 battle black tie lock purple hardware. Wow, that's a lot. Deep blue, another score. Yeah, deep blue watches are amazing. I got this one and it's kind of too big, but it's like not. It's like on the edge. And then I called them and thought about sending it back, and I still paid for it, but they gave me a deal I couldn't refuse on getting a smaller one. So now I have the 40 millimeter as well. So, and I put a pilot strap on a diver watch. If you're a watch nerd, you can't put leather pilot straps on a diver watch. Well, I'm a former pilot and I'm afraid of the ocean. So yeah, I like divers because I like the way they look, but they're never going to get wet. What is that clip point on the right? This is yep, I can't remember the name of the company now. I'm totally brain farting. But it's got a Terravantium blade. What is the name of this company, guys? Somebody. Terrain 365. Jesus, my brain was totally blank in there for a minute. What did you used to fly? My dad had a Beach Bonanza, and then I flew just whatever. I used to work at an airport, and I worked for an airport that owned two airports, so I ferried planes back and forth. So I spent a lot of time in like Cessna 210s and 152s, 172s, single engine stuff mostly. I may or may not have flown some twins. I cannot confirm nor deny because it was not legal for me to do that. But yeah, well, they're all out of business. Yeah, they used to let me fly twins and stuff. I was 16, 17 years old. I had a pilot's license before I had a driver's license, actually, by 3 weeks. USMA Blade had them. They sold out in 30 minutes. Yeah. Watches are on point. You are now approved to review watches. Well, thank you. Which watch is that blue one? Yeah, it's a deep blue Master 1000. This is the 45 millimeter. It came with a metal bracelet, which I like, but it's just the whole watch is just kind of almost too big. I have really skinny wrist. I've only got like a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so it's kind of almost too big. But I do like it sometimes. But that's why I got the 40 millimeter one. These are the exact same watch. It's just this is different color scheme and a ceramic bezel, but it's just a 40 millimeter and this is 45. But same movement, same everything. It's the same watch. Are you gonna play FS 2020? No, I'm a X-Plane guy because I'm on a Mac. How much is that watch? See, if you go to the site, it's gonna say this one is 300 and this one is 250, but all you have to use in the code is the word deep or blue, and they're 40% off. So this was like well under 200. This was like right at 200. So they're not bad at all, really. And they are really high-end Seiko movements. It's the same movement you get on like a Seiko Alpinist, which is a $700-800 watch. And the machining on them is just freaking outstanding. I'm already doing the review, so I'm going to do the review. But if you get bored in the car, try the app Randonautica and drive where it points GPS places. Oh, that's a good idea. I never heard of that. Mac, bleh, no, Mac always. I've been a pure Mac user for 25 years. Free State Flow, thanks for giving the Bertucci some love in the morning pocket dump. Some of my second Tide Body one. Nothing wrong with the first one. I just wanted the tritium. Anyway, I agree with your wife. The Combat Trudon is fugly. Well, thank you and boo. Itchy, you're in trouble. Oh, you're a Buckeyes fan, huh? Thoughts on the DPX Hest F? I had it in my pocket today. This is what I carried today, and I love it. It's really nice. I mean, it's made by Southern Grind, so you know it's well made, and it's really good. The only thing I'm annoyed about slightly is that it's a loaner at the moment, so I don't really. I'm sure USMA Blade would not care if I tore it apart, but I'm not sure it's gonna stay a loaner. I think I may wind up buying it. I do really like it. It's just it's very comfortable. It's just the right size. I kind of like the aesthetics. Thank you very much, Big Red. I appreciate it. Another Buckeyes fan, Matt J. We had such a good relationship going. I don't give a crap about college football. I just don't like Ohio. Owning a Mac is like owning a knife. You can't disassemble or sharpen yourself. You have to chip blade. No, that's not true at all, Patrick. I've opened Macs up and worked on them before. That is a fallacy. But the other thing is too, if you own a Mac, you don't have to open it up and work on it and fix it because it never breaks. It's like owning a Volvo. Yeah, when it breaks, it's going to be expensive and it's going to be a pain to work on, but it don't break, so you don't ever need to. My first knife was a DPX Hext fixed blade with my Carta Scales. That actually sounds kind of nice. Do you still like the Benchmade 9400? No, I actually did pass. I still like it, yes, but I passed it on because I just have so many autos that I just that was one I just passed on. But you can't do anything in the OS level. Yes, you can. You have to get into the, I can't remember the name of it right now, but that background thing. I've definitely altered stuff in my back. You just have to know how to do it. Terminal, yes. If you know how to use terminal properly, yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff to Macs. I just actually had to get into terminal to fix my MacBook Pro a while ago. How's the X-Men 24 cut? I heard they're a little thick behind the edge. I have not checked the thickness, or I did in the video. Yeah, I think I did in the unboxing, but let me check again because I don't recall. They're not too horrible. We're in millimeters because I was doing watch stuff. There we go. Well, that's not right. It's not that thin. There we go. Yeah, they're 27, 28, something like that behind the edge. They're not too bad. They're not like great. They're not like the sliciest thing on the planet, but they're fine. And hello, Kevin. What is the cutout in the DPX for? Well, it is a bottle opener, as we just proved at the beginning of the show. And it's also a wave opener, which I did not know that until somebody pointed it out. Because the only other DPX I've experienced is another Hest, but I got this in one of those Trade Me Anything videos. And it's got a great story because some guy's dog found it in a park. And I'm really trying to find the guy that owns it to give it back to him. I think that would be really cool. Somebody lost it in a park, and the dog found it, and I would love to find the guy who owns it. So if you lost one of these sometime in the last 2 or 3 years, and you can tell me the city where you lost it in, and you're right, I'll give it to you. If you can email me and tell me what city you lost it in, I will send it to you. Let's switch some knives around. So you guys haven't said a word about the quiet carry, so we'll put that away. I've done enough Cobra Commander. Terravantium! What else was I gonna... Oh, I have a box that I set aside for stuff I wanted to bring out tonight. Oh... What am I gonna bring out? Yeah, this review will be coming up this week. This is the Concept Cryo D2, the less expensive one. You guys already saw the Odium review. I'm still really liking this guy. I was really late on the boat. I'm not going to set this out, but I did just want to say I'm still really liking this CRKT Crossbones in this bronze color. I really am. You know, Patrick, I'm really tired of arguing with people about Mac stuff. No offense to you, it's just I've been a Mac guy for 25 years, and I hate Windows, always will. I don't like how it works, and no one's ever convinced me different, and when you try to, it makes me mad. So, stop it. So I didn't know I'd be able to get a mirror edge with the work sharp grinding attachment, but I'm a little disappointed because both belts that came with the stropping kit busted. Oh, boo. I wonder if anybody else makes aftermarket ones for that. Oh my god, you Linux people are even worse. Listen, I've been Mac for 20-some years. If I had to switch right now, the amount of money I would have to pay just in software would be insane. I wouldn't know how anything works. I will never switch. I'm Mac. That's what I know how to use. I use it for my job. I don't want to learn anything else. I'm not going to learn anything else. I'm Mac, and that's the way it is. And also, I work in media, and everybody uses Macs. So, yes, it does open bottles, BD Swaim. I proved it at the beginning of the show. Does that quiet carry with ceramic steel ball detent? Yeah, it does. It's completely corrosion resistant, just like the other ones. Is the MG15 hollow? No, it's one of the less expensive machine ground ones. At least they're cheap, Matt J, when they do break. Yeah, computer arguments are just like when people say, "Oh, you use a Mac, you should switch to a PC." That's just like almost like saying you should change your entire way of life. Yeah, use whatever works for you. I don't yell at Windows people to switch. I just say I don't know anything about them. I kind of want to try out one of the CRT deadbolt knives, but there's never been a CRT I've been impressed with. Gasosphere, I was very impressed with the deadbolt lock mechanism, but I don't like any of the knives that it comes in. So that's the problem I have with it. The Clever Girl looks kind of okay, maybe, but I haven't been able to put the Protec Malibu down since I got it. So, says any thoughts? I love the Malibu too. It's great. Oh my God, with the anti-Mac stuff, I'm legitimately not joking. Starting to get pretty freaking annoyed. I just said one word. I said Mac, and you get this crap. PC people don't get that. Ever handling Rieck knives? Yeah, I just did a review of that G10 Integral, and it was awesome. And I sold it, and I miss it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, Rieck makes some pretty cool stuff. I need to get another one. Thanks for reminding me, actually, White Quaz, because I do have a bit of a budget to get some more stuff. You only have one mod? Oh yeah, that's all I've needed so far. What are your favorite slip joints? I'm not really like a huge slip joint guy. I really like GECs, but I don't like trying to get one. I think it's ridiculous how hard it is to get one of them, and I just don't have the time for it for a knife that I'm not hugely blown away by. Yeah, this VV Fracture is very nice, but my favorite slip joint is the TRM Atlas that I have right now, that I've ever had, actually. The TRM Atlas is my favorite, but I do like a lot of the GECs, but I just don't have the time nor patience to try and track one down. How's the recon so far? Tungsten, I haven't carried this one a whole lot because I've had so much other stuff arrive. This just came on Friday. But I had one before, so I know it's great, and it looks great, so I know it's going to be great, but... Oh, I promised you guys I was going to get the Bounty Hunter out. Somebody asked about that. Oh, I didn't mean for this to become the OTF show, but I don't actually have that many OTFs. I've only got these 3 because I have 2 more, but they're both for sale. So action seems clean. Yeah, the action on these things are amazing. Tristan, what do you think of the XM Slippy? Never had one. Would you want to trade something for one of my GECs? Maybe, Itchy Butt. Send me an email, but it would have to be like... I only like the single blade ones. Tyler Reynolds, have you ever handled any of the... Excuse me. James brand knives. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of about my opinion of it. Yeah, I mean, they're fine. There's nothing that blows me away about them. Do you carry any of your Tantos or no to avoid sharpening them? No, I'm not afraid of sharpening them. I'm all right. I can do it. It doesn't bother me. Recon 035 versus UTX 85. What do you choose? Well, you will find out in a future battle to the death. So even though it's going to be the Bounty Hunter, they're still the same knife. So yeah, James Brand seems a bit hipstery. That's kind of why I'm not a big fan. Just these, it's their marketing kind of turns me off. But the knives aren't horrible. They're well made and everything. The only Tanto I've ever had sharpening issues was the Hellhound. Yeah, that's going to be a bit... See, so what I do is I usually do the straight edge on the Viper Sharp, and then I have not great stones, but enough to do this part. So, yeah, so I do the secondary edge on a stone, and it seems to work out. I'm sure they're not perfect, but you know what, they work, so... Oh, yeah, I'm just getting into the stones, actually. I don't have that great of a stone right now. Honestly, I don't have it where I can grab it or I would. I've got the new Work Sharp, like, guided stone thing, which is actually really nice, but it's only 2 kinds of stones. I need to get more stones. Now that it's a great thing to train on, and kind of, I feel confident enough now that I probably am going to get some stones. I will say sharpening an OTF on my Wicked Edge is an absolute bother. Yeah, that is one problem, is the clamping on these is kind of a pain on OTFs, for sure. That's why I'm trying to get better at the stones, honestly, is because of the OTFs. So, yeah, that is a very good point. The big ones like this is fine, but you know, like a UTX 85 is yeah, it's a bit of a bother. I need some practice sharpening a Tanto. I have 2 of them. Yeah, you're gonna I would buy a couple of cheap Tantos because you're gonna mess a couple of them up. I definitely did. Luckily, I had some cheap Tantos, and I definitely rounded off, you know, that corner. You're gonna do it, but or I could take out a mortgage and send my knives to Apostle P. They're not that bad. How much does he charge, Ichiba? I don't remember now. Last I looked, I think it was like $25 or something. My PM2 needs sharpening. Last time I tried to sharpen, I think I ruined it. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Coating knives are really nice. Yes, Tyler, and the sky is blue and water is wet. I'm sorry, I'm just making funny. Oh, he charges 50 now. Wow. I have a great sharpener right here in town. Alex Steingraber, who's a really great knife maker and amazing sharpener, lives right here in town. But I've never used his services. Maybe I will do that during the. I'll get a hold of him. Maybe I'll do that during my 24 hours in the car. I can just drive to his house and drop a couple knives off and come back and pick him up and talk to him. Or I can mail him to him ahead of time and go pick him up. Have you handled a Randall made? I have not. Yeah, I have no. I don't even know what stones I'd want to get yet, Tristan. I'm not even nearly that far into it, so. Yeah, so the plan is on next Sunday, I'm gonna be doing some little vlogs and stuff during the day, and then that'll just be kind of silly stuff, and then Monday night you will get the full stitched together video chronicling the whole 24 hours, and then I'm doing the live show tomorrow night from the truck. So I gotta figure out some lighting for that though, because I tried doing it the other night to test it out, and it is not acceptable. Somebody suggested switching my Domer light to an LED, and that is much more complicated than I thought it was going to be. You still have your Spider Monkey? Yes, I do. I still love it. And this is made by Southern Grind, actually. What's the last day to donate? October 3rd, Saturday. Anything over $10, you're entered for the giveaway. And I am giving away... We did unlock them both. I think we're at $1,840 right now, and this was the last thing to unlock. Was Grape Ape, my USA made Formax, and a TRM Atom with some fancy scales and stuff. So I'm just going to do one drawing each for each one, and right now there's only 33 people on it, so it is infinitely better odds than you get my normal giveaways. Is the notch on the far right knife a bottle opener? Yes, we did that at the beginning of the show. I want Grape Ape so bad. Yeah, you've said that. Pick one more for 2,000. I don't think I'm going to, honestly. And over $50 is still a chart number. Yes, David Garrett, thank you. I keep forgetting to say that. Yeah. Uh, 15 for... No, the 15 for 1 year sub is be once the channel opens. I'm not going to go through and make new accounts for everybody. But if you donate over 50, you get the lifetime one. No, the 15 for a year sub is what the new channel is. The new site is going to cost. If you want to sell stuff. If you don't want to sell stuff, it's free. You can go on and participate in the forum, message board, all that stuff. It's completely free. It's just if you want to sell stuff, you have to pay $15 a year because it keeps the scammers away. But $50 is, yeah, lifetime. Try going slow. Oh, you guys are in a conversation about sharpening. Sean's, I'm looking to get my first OTF. I'm looking for something around 3.5 inches, somewhere around 350. What would you recommend? Microtech, some kind. I don't know how big is an Ultratech. I had one, a loaner or something, but yeah, for that size. If you can find a Guardian Recon 40, but good luck with that. And I think these are more like 4-inch. Yeah, Ultratech probably. And Ultratechs are pretty easy to find. You can usually shop around and find something close to what you want. Could there be a possible price where you get a ticket to one of your comedy gigs? I'm not the one in charge of tickets at my comedy shows, but I usually get a few comps, but I don't know until right before. Ultratech is almost identical to a Recon 035. No, if you can see, the 035 is, I think it's closer to the UTX 85, and in my opinion, it's closer to the UTX 85, but it's kind of between the two, honestly. Because an Ultratech is going to be just as much larger as this is. This is smaller. It's girthier. Yeah, it's true. So you prefer the Microtech over the Gurney? As I said, I'm going to be doing a battle to the death with that, so you will see. Davis Larson just ordered a tactile turn bolt. I have one on the way myself. Good taste. And I have a couple of, or no, just one. I was going to get two. I just got one. I've got another Machine Era coming too. Is my name going to end up in one of your stand-ups? No, I don't usually talk about knife stuff or anything to do with this and that. Well, we'll find out, Chris Jaliski. Yeah, the tactile turn bowl is definitely my favorite pen. But I got a mini. I had Shabazz loaned me the small, and I got the even smaller one. What's your least favorite knife company with a cult following? Tungsten Carbide. Oh, that's easy. Tucson. And it's not because of the knives, it's because of the cult following is why I don't like them. If any Tucson fans want to know why I don't review Tucsons, it's because of you. My bolts turn, but how do they turn tactically? So, I don't know. James Bransby Hipstry says the guy who collects pens and flashlights. I don't collect. I don't collect, and and haha, Mike, I've only got like 4 flashlights, and they're all really cheap. And I have like 5 pens. It's watches and knives. Got the small so I could use the pressurized ink. Yeah, there's that too, Keith. If you like tie bolt actions, check out the Wii. Yeah, everybody said that's pretty cool. 118 watching. Yeah, click that like button. So Olights are the best. I have a few Olights. I have an i5T, and I've got the i3T little, or i2T little keychain one. Slicey just trying to live his best life. No, I'm just trying to make content for you guys. If I didn't own this channel, I wouldn't have half of the stuff that I have. See you later, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. Oh no, you lost your Wii pen. It'll show up probably. Just ordered this Olight Seeker Pro in carbon fiber. I don't even know what that one is. I don't pay a lot of attention to flashlights. I honestly don't carry one terribly often. I do in the winter, but... And this knife, my XM24, part of the reason why I got a user is it will be carried a lot in the wintertime because my favorite winter jacket has a zipper pocket right on the right side of the chest, like an external zipper pocket, and I always leave a pretty large knife in there. And last year it was the 0562 tie, and this year it's going to be just... what's your favorite drink? I like Coors Light. I'm sorry, Travis, but no, favorite drinky drink? A martini, but that's not usually what I actually drink. Several different beers, scotch. You experienced a skinny mod on a pair of 3? I have not. Lost my bug out the other day. I'm still crying. Joshua, I will say it makes me feel better. Bug outs in my house get lost all the time, and they always come back. They're so light that they just get dropped or whatever, and I can never find them. And then I always have found them. The i5 T in the pocket is just great EDC, and the AA bats are numerous. So yeah, that's kind of, and oh, I have it right here actually. And And mine's purple, so that's why I have it, because it's purple. Oh, thank God, Pew Pew, you're here. We can all be okay now. Kirby, you just want to be an influencer. I don't know who Kirby is. Oh, you mean Curbide? Oh, here's the plan. Start a YouTube channel, get a medium following, ask companies for free stuff to review. Naive, a buttload of free stuff. It's not that easy, Tungsten. Honestly, I don't I don't ever ask for free stuff. I get offered free stuff every now and then, but I don't think I've ever just asked for free stuff. The most I abuse my influence for is just to make sure that I get something. So if there's a knife with a waiting list, or I can't get ahead on a waiting list, but if there's a pre-order or something like that, I can make sure that I'm on it. And that's why you don't have a bunch of free stuff. Yeah, because I just don't. That's not why I do it. So, but yeah, I get offered free stuff sometimes, but I don't ask that much. I rarely pay retail, though. I will admit that. I rarely pay retail. If I pay retail, it's because I know it's something that it's going to sell out in 5 minutes or whatever. Like, I paid retail for this. I paid retail for all my autos. I paid retail for most of my Hinderers. And the other ones that I didn't pay retail for were like trades and stuff. It's a tasteless and gaudy attribute. Is nothing fancy still? Nothing fancy still? I have no idea. I quit watching him a long time ago. No such thing as free. We all pay, but that's okay. How many times have you had to turn something down for a manufacturer because you knew you wouldn't say anything good about it? Yeah, lots of times. Absolutely. I don't know, once a week, probably. That I just, and it's not even that I want to say anything good about it. I'll do a review of a knife that I know I'm gonna hate, and I'll do a review knives I know I'm gonna love. But if it's something that's just mediocre in the middle, and I know that I'm not gonna care about, that's when I usually say no. You taking your Harsey folder apart yet? Yeah, it was very easy. Tolerances are great. You gotta. Oh, I didn't mean to hide that message, Matt J, but I did. You said the S word, but I tried to show it, but I clicked the wrong thing. I looked at Nothing Fancy yesterday and stopped after 2 minutes. Yeah, I just can't stand it. Did the thread locker make it tough? No, mine came right apart. It was not a problem at all. If you had $500 burning your hole in the pocket right now, would you go for an XM18 3.5 or an 80/20? An 80/20, because 3.5s you can find all day long. Definitely 80/20. Let me get that out, actually. We'll put the... Oh, as I just knocked my camera mount. Oh, I guess we can put this away since we're bringing out another Demco. We don't need two Demcos. Oh, and since you guys are talking about it, I'll grab the Harsey. So yeah, I'm still adoring this thing. It's still great. It's still going to be in my most carried of the month. Probably for eternity. Slicey, you're making me buy a deep blue. Recently got a Zelos instead. I don't know what the Zelos is, but can't keep looking at deep blues and you're not helping. They're fantastic. I love them. I'm an evangelist for them, and they don't give me anything. Like I said, they give me a little better deal on the 40 millimeter because I thought the 45 was too big, but it wasn't like because I'm me. It was just because I think that's just something they probably do for people, maybe. I don't know. Strider's still around? Yeah. I just don't review them. Yeah, BD, what are you doing? You can leave that. I don't know what you're doing. You're usually a cool guy, but we don't need to hear all that. You're gonna get me in trouble with the tubes of you. Any thoughts on Vibrotite VC3 in place of Loctite? I've never used it, Josh. I just used the blue Loctite, and I've always been happy with it. So I've never felt the need. Do you have a bucket and TP setup for your 24 hours to the vehicle? No, I'll be fine. When I was in the military, I had to go for a lot longer than 24 hours without pooping. I have my methods. The pee part's easy. Just that's why the tiny baby Jesus invented the large Gatorade bottles, the large wide mouth Gatorade bottles. Chris goes, Starbucks fun for 24 in your truck. Thank you, Chris. I don't drink coffee, but I will use it for Red Bull, which I'm gonna have to make someone go into a store and buy for me. I still have Spydercos. They have the red Loctite. Wonder if I need to mention that if I sell them to someone. I don't know. That's up to you. How you don't really know until you try and take it apart. So, because even back in the red Loctite days, they weren't all red Loctite. Coffee tastes like ground dirt. No, that's not why I don't like coffee, Milo. It's because it makes me poop. So I definitely will not be drinking any of it when I'm in the truck for 24 hours. Sugar-free Red Bull? I don't like the sugar-free. I like it straight up normal Red Bull. Chris Jakolski, Shaman is under 250. Yeah, but that would not be the one I recommended for under 250. It'd probably be Cold Steel 8010 is what I recommend. Tungsten, sorry, it took me a while to answer that. Cold Steel 8010. Or do you tend to do it? Do you have a cool venue picked out? Are you planning? I was explaining earlier, Sergeant Kong. Hopefully, I'm going to get some messages from some fans that live in the area, and I can go drive around and visit them. And then I'm going to be spending the night in my driveway because I have an outdoor outlet and I can edit videos and with my laptop, so I can just run a power cord into the truck. I missed the first part of what you were saying, Davis Larson. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I'm doing the live show from inside the truck, and I don't know where I'll do that. How's the Shark Lock? It is awesome. It had a tiny bit of stick when I first got it. That is all totally gone now, and it is just as drop shutty as the day is long. It has a long travel. It takes you a minute to get used to that. Like, just the travel on the lock is very long. But it's amazing. Nescafe all the way. I used to like the Nescafe in the cans that they had when I lived in Germany, but I don't like it in America. It's not the same. Boswell, I haven't caught a live one. Oh, welcome back, Franco. Everything's as well as it can be. God, I want one of those 8020s. Yeah, I hope they get more out soon, because every time I show up, people get mad that I have one. It would make my life easier if they made more of them. Nice. Hope they bring the Shark Lock to a smaller knife or two. I wouldn't hold my breath about that, Mr. McKenzie. It is Demco. 24-hour done with your flashlights in lieu of dome light, then review the lights. I don't have enough flashlights to do that. Probably dog draws, but I don't have many fancy flashlights. Every time I go shopping for a fancy flashlight, I buy another knife instead. It's just one of those things I'm just not passionate about. I don't like to give legal advice, Ben Dagler, but I'm just going to say I'm okay. I'm allowed to, but I'm not going to get in. I don't give legal advice, so. Good side-by-side with the 8020 and the Trudon. Yeah, and the Harsey's actually bigger. I don't think a lot of people realize how big the Harsey is, that the Harsey's like, because everybody wanted me to compare it to the XM18, and I'm like, no, it compares to an XM24, not an XM18. It's a big knife. It's a long knife anyway, for sure. I was looking at the Ultratechs that you recommended. I didn't realize the Bounty Hunter was $315. I thought it was around $600. Yeah, Sean, that's a very common misconception with Microtechs, is everybody thinks they're really expensive. This was under $300, and everybody thinks they're like way. I mean, that's not cheap, but everybody thinks they're like, oh my god, expensive, and they aren't. I mean, the Recon was more. Harsey is a long boy. Yeah, it is, for sure. Exactly, Tristan. They're not expensive. They're just hard to find. So people people assume they're expensive. Now the Combat Trudon is just expensive and probably overpriced, to be honest. But it looks so cool. But it does look like there is a lot of work put into a Hellhound blade. So I kind of get it. But yeah, this was over 600. I can't remember exactly. Is the pocket clip on the 0562 also tie? Is it powder coated black? No, I think it's steel. Actually, I can check. I have it right here because I just had it out the other day, so it's still out. Because I'm very bad about putting my knives away, and I have a magnet. No, it's steel. I thought it was steel. I was at PVK not long ago, and they have a few bounty hunters. Yeah, the bounty hunters are pretty plentiful right now as far as bounty hunters go, because they just did another run of them. So. I'd honestly rather have a steel pocket clip than a tie one myself, but we don't talk politics here, but don't want to get into that at all. What's the most expensive knife in your collection right now? With the mods, probably one of my XM18s, but stock, it would be this. It'd be the Trudon. I don't get into customs or really super expensive stuff. You review the new MKM Flame. I don't remember which one that is. I do have an MKM, but it's not around here. I got one of the Swiss Army knife style knives. I have one of those, and it is really freaking cool. But it's downstairs. Yeah, but I know I'm not mad. It's just I don't want to get into it. It'll become a political rant by somebody. It's the Zeba, isn't it? No, it's the Helga or whatever. Zeba. Oh, the Flame. I don't know what. I'm so lost now. No Spence knife is the Marfione MSG3 that Metal Complex currently is. That's an expensive one. I saw that. What's more of a pocket hog, 80-20 or 80-10? Probably the 80-10, honestly. What's the knife to the right of the Harsey? This is DPX Hest Urban. It's the new titanium S35 USA made one. It's made by Southern Grind. It's pretty great. Can we see the Protec TR-3 operator? I just order one. Yes, Chris, I will accommodate you because I know what that's like because I do the exact same thing. When I order a knife, I just keep looking at pictures of it while I'm waiting for it to arrive. So, which one is it? Here you go. It's still glorious. I still like it. I'm probably gonna do, since I'm doing more automatics lately, and I said it. I know it's been like several months, but since I found out that I'm allowed to have them, I've been doing trying to catch up on automatics. Honestly, that's why I've been doing so many of them. But I probably am gonna do like an OTF versus out the side, like just which one is better, you know, for carry and all that stuff. So I'm thinking of changing my handle on here. How about Slicey's adopted boy? No, I will not accept that. I think Itchy Butt is perfectly fine. Is the TR-3 operator a good first Protec for a big hands guy? I mean, I have I have really long fingers, but pretty skinny fingers. But my palm is normal size, and that's how it fits. I'm a large to almost extra large glove. The TR-5 is a little bigger. The operator, the operator's just aesthetic. It doesn't like do anything different. Same steel and everything. It's just no logos and more black and the tritium thing. Slicey's orphan boy, the initials are. What's your favorite blade finish? I like, if I want to get really specific, the Hinderer working finish or the Microtech apocalyptic finish. But usually just like a basic stone wash. I don't like coatings, except for on the operator because it looks bad to the ass. Do you think the Gale Bradley 2 would stand up to hard use? Abso-freaking-lutely, Tungsten. That's what it's made for. Yeah, the Gale Bradley 2 is a great harder use knife. It's very slicey, so if you're cutting into like wood and crap, maybe you might we're at chipping the blade. But if it's a it's a great knife. I love the GB2. But I spent the money to modify mine and everything because I just love it. Protec fish scales look like Stark banners from Game of Thrones. I thought the same thing, Matt J, and no one else has ever said that before. But I thought that too, but I honestly don't like on this. The TR-3 operator, I don't like the fish scales. I would rather it was just plain. But that's the only thing I don't like about this knife is I'm just not in love with the fish scales. GB2 is great with micarta scales. It'd be actually great with CFG10. Yeah, mine has the micarta on it. Is it where I can get to it? No, it isn't. I have my expensive knife case on top of my case with all my Spydercos in it. Want to trade scales? No. Nice try, though. And I keep the whole package together. This is one I probably won't keep forever. I honestly don't carry it much. I like the TR-3, and it's cool that it's the operator, but... where'd you get my Carter for the GB2? Ben Dagler, I got it from Sharp Dress Knives. Do you have a Calmigo? I did have a Calmigo Tron, but I sold it. I just don't need a small out the side, so... ooh, the Harsey's still in the best renovations ever. Thank you for that. So, yes, they are... I will call myself Southern Edges. I assume you meant to say Slicey Dicey. SD. You jinxed me. You tricked me. Holy crap. Yeah, I love it. It's the Harsey is just, and you guys recommended it to me, so I'm just passing it on. Does the operator TR have a deep carry? No, it's got like the Benchmade style clip. It's pretty deep, but it's not completely deep. But it is a Benchmade style clip. Where's that fancy 24? It was out for most of the show. I just put it away. I sent Southern Edge Knife Works at Dalica. You're just making it rain Dalicas. By the way, Keith, still don't have a certificate for mine. Everybody's going to think I have a fake. I would get the Tristan for the case recommendation. I still use Spidey packs. That's what most of my stuff is in the Spyderco Spidey packs. Or the Harbor Freight Apache. Yeah, but the Harbor Freight Apache, the stock foam kind of sucks. You have to like cut it with a knife. Don't just try and peel and pick it like it says. But yeah, get an Apache. But I have an Apache, but I spent more for the foam than I did for the case. What's the vape device these days? It's hideous, but I like it. This is my other one died. It's a Smock or Smoke, whatever, X-Pos. 10-year anniversary thing, but it's great. It's got a computer in it. Should I pop my tray with a 70 or a Microtech 70 or an 85? 85. 70 is really small. It's like really small. And the 85 is just the best EDC size one that they make. Yeah, 70 is a toothpick. That is correct. It's 70s for 6-year-olds. Maybe a badass. You have to be a badass 6-year-old. I use the budget version of that Smock, and yeah, I have one of those too. But that's like my backup one, and then I had an Aspire that I really liked, and I cracked the pod, and they don't make them anymore, so I had to get a new one. I was really upset because I really liked that one, but it's got a cracked pod, so it leaks everywhere. Or Nick Shabazz hands, yes. Budget OTF? I've never really had one that I would qualify as a budget OTF. I should probably try a few out, but I don't know. I've heard good things about the AKCs? AKC, do I have that right? I've heard good things about the AKCs. And now Boker makes a Kalashnikov OTF. It's hideous, but I'm sure it's good quality. And I think they use someone else's mechanism. Use that plastic EB weld and repair your favorite pods. It's like on a seam. It would be really, really hard. It's like in a place that's hard to get to. Lightning is decent for $30 if you have the ability to sharpen your knives. Yeah. Just use Flex Seal on the pod. The last thing I used Flex Seal on was my Golf. It had the washer fluid tank cracked, and it was going to cost $400 to get a new one. So I Flex Sealed it, and it worked. I put the Flex Seal tape on it. It worked great. It's just a washer bottle, but on stupid Volkswagens, they're pressurized. So if there's a crack in it, it just doesn't work. It's not like it just leaks out. It just won't work. Ever tried the IQOS stuff? Yeah, I have. I have a Lost Vape I like a lot too. It's actually laying here, but I haven't used it in a long time. But I do like the Lost Vape stuff. That's programmable and all that, but I never programmed it. Or a Protec Dark Angel. Yeah, I would love to have one of those if I could find one. I haven't been able to find one. Isn't the twist tie like $400? Yeah, twist ties are very expensive. I have the mini in it. That's like $320, and it's going away. I'm selling it. It's badass, but I don't need an OTF that small. But is your wife EDC blade? She owns a Civivi Fracture and a Open L number 6, and she uses them, but no, she doesn't carry them. Yeah, the Hogue OTFs are really nice, but they are pretty expensive. You can see BD. I still have it for sale, actually, so I still have it here. Nobody bought it yet, but I may wind up owning this one because I don't know if anybody's going to sell it. Yeah, this is a Hogue compound, and it's great. The action's good and everything, and I like that it's a G10 coating over top of the aluminum chassis and stuff. Don't love that it's a coated blade, but it was sent to me by Southern Edge, and beggars can't be choosers. But I do have it for sale on the Patreon page, but they're pretty nice. It's definitely a really nice OTF. It's just I have a lot of Tanto OTFs, and I didn't need another one. Mad James still getting you should trade me for that. Yeah, but you just want to trade me another one with a different coated blade or a non-coated blade, and I don't really need to have one. What do you think of the Scarab 2? I don't know what that is. So, same here, David. Leaning towards Guardian Tactical. Yeah, the Guardians are super, ultra, super, super nice, but they're just so hard to get. Yeah, Open L's are a very sweet deal. And she has a purple one with my logo on it, which I have a matching one, but I can't find it right now. PVK is the place to go if you want to overpay for hard-to-find pieces and want to buy from an actual retailer. I haven't seen their prices be that far off anybody else's. I mean, but I don't look for the super, super hard-to-find stuff. Yeah, the ball bearing switch is really, really nice on those. Blade play and stuff is the same as a Microtech. It's just that switch is nicer, and the springs aren't as hard. Oh, PVK did just restock Guardian Tacticals. Cool. Do they have any O25s? I kind of want an O25. I may have to take a gander this evening. I'm not going to buy one, though. I have enough. I have enough OTFs. I'm happy with my 3 that I know are forever ones. You Jumbo 2 fan? I've never had one, G-Man. I had the Yo Jumbo. New Doug Ritter purple Gemascus. Yeah, everybody's messed about that because they think I love everything purple dog draws, but I actually don't like the look of that one. They're selling the Bounty Hunter for $770. Depends on which one it is, Sean. Some of them do cost that much. Bounty Hunter just is the paint scheme. If you don't like the small twist strike UX70, you won't like the size of the O25. Yeah, but I would like it to get it to review it anyway, Tristan. And then, not saying I keep it forever, but Sometimes I buy knives just for you guys to see. But I would like to check it out. Ooh, GP Knives has a TR-3 and the O35 in stock. $720, this is the way. If it's a Combat Trudon in Bounty Hunter, yeah, that's probably what it costs. If it's UTX 85, yeah, they're overcharging for it. Slice Dice, does SOG do anything for you? That's one brand that never caught my fancy. Lately, yeah, they're great. They've been really doing awesome this year. I think they are definitely by far most improved company of 2020. They have some really cool offerings now. I really like them. All the XR lock stuff is pretty cool. Do you know any CKF knives? No, I had one for a while, and I don't anymore. But the 520, I would love to have one of those, but it's a lot of money. I know it's not that much more than the Combat Trudon, but I didn't get it. It's a Combat Trudon, yeah, Tanto. So yeah, that's about what I would expect it to be. Ooh, looking at GP Knife Microtechs and those Merlot scales are sexy. They are very, very pretty. The Merlots are gorgeous. We're almost out of time here, so I'm just going to let you guys ask whatever here at the end. We'll do a little brief AMA. I know that's what Metal Complex does at the end of his too, but I don't think he has a patent on that, so. Oh, GP Knives has a recon of 40. Shouldn't have told me that. Best $80 knives. That's a really specific price and one that I'm not going to be able to remember. Off the top of my head, Cold Steel American Lawman. Do not put pickles on my channel. I hate pickles. They're disgusting. What knife do you recommend to non-knife people? If they just want a good knife that's gonna last them, usually my default is paramilitary 2. Do you sit or stand while wiping? Sit. Yeah, GP Knives is a great place to deal with. And they have Tyler. See you later, Rich. But steak knives, you got a good set? I don't, and I need to. My kitchen knife game is awful. Please end with some Cobra. I'm not your monkey to dance for you. That one wasn't good, but. My vote for cheap starter knives is the QSP Penguin. Yeah, but see, I don't like recommending the like even Civivi is like a knife person brand. I like recommending something like a Spyderco that I know they'll be able to go get taken care of and things like that. You know, that's why I recommend like the mainstream brands for people's first knives. Spyderco's, Benchmade, stuff like that. You have a Shun set that's pretty slicey. A couple people have recommended me the Shun stuff. Mermaid Rainbow is a great knife. Keith is just trying to make terrible knives multiply across the planet. See you later, Randy. Yeah, everybody have a good rest of your weekend. I'm going to get done with this and watch wrestling. Benchmade or Spyderco? Spyderco for the variety. Because Spyderco just has so many things. But I have a lot of Benchmades I really, really, really love. I mean, one of my favorite knives that I've ever owned, enough that I bought 2 of them, would be the Anthem. I love the Anthem very, very much. Although it's barely a Benchmade, but secretly flipping my Millet Torrent. You're very bad at keeping secrets. Anyone done a... No, I don't have 2 Anthems. I had an Anthem, and I sold it, and I got another one. Because I missed it. You should take a look at the YouTuber Prep Medic. He made a knife. Louis, I had a spider rat made my BG Hill. It starts as a rat one. Yeah, I've been tempted to do that, man. I have seen those. Those look really cool. You were very welcome, G-Man. I appreciate you subscribing and hanging out. You're almost always here on Sundays. Does the Anthem have the PP clip? No. It's got an MXG gear clip. I will say my previous one, the clip and the scales matched exactly. That's the only thing I'm disappointed about with this one is they don't quite match, but getting those bronze things is... Yes, it is the new Hest that is the Urban, the smaller one, and it's made by Southern Grind, and it's titanium with a lock bar insert. A lot of people commented on that. S35. What I missed with the first 56 minutes, I was napping. Jeremy Russell, if I am not engaging enough to keep you awake, then I'm not going to answer you. What would the budget-friendly Spyderco? I guess you're asking what's my favorite budget Spyderco? Favorite budget Spyderco would... I have high hopes for that S35 Tenacious, but... what's your favorite Protec? That's a tough one. Oh, probably the Newport, I guess. You prefer a neutral handle or a positive handle? I don't get in that much in depth on stuff, honestly, dude. It's just what works in my hand and what doesn't. I also don't care that much about, like, everybody goes on about balance and stuff. Like, it's a great knife, but it's not balanced right. And it's that I've never really noticed or cared about that. So it's every time I'm on this show now, my computer crashes and I have to re-log in. That is annoying. I just did it again. So now I'm trying to read your comments off of here. Mine is easily the Protec S&G. I know that's not their design. Yeah, I've never had one of those. The Magic was great too. I will probably have another Magic someday. Mine was just the very, very basic one. And I passed it along. Sounds like a Mac problem. No, it's a have not rebooted this computer in over a month problem. I should just leave it on all the time. Any Instant Pot lately? No, I have not. I'm going to make chicken wings in it because one of you guys recommended it. I saw a recipe, but I have not gotten around to doing it yet. But, yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up because now I'm at the point where I can barely read your comments because I can't see my computer screen, and it's close enough to 8:30. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I very much appreciate it. And I'll be back next Sunday in my truck, unless I've already been arrested for doing burnouts and stupid things. So have a good one. See you next Sunday.